fan at the moment. Is it okay?
Okay, so before we begin this online sharing session, um, okay, first of all, I would like to thank you, Prof. Dr. Intan Zara, for being here with us this afternoon. And before that, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh to all professors, associate professors, doctors, and all participants who are able to join us this afternoon. Okay, we are very fortunate to have Prof. Dr. Intan Zaura to share her experience in getting promoted with all of us. So before we begin the session, I would like to request for all to mute or silent your microphones so that we will have a very clear um, um, for what Prof. Intan, Prof. Dr. Intan will share with us. So with that, I would like to invite Prof. Dr. Intan to share her experience with us.
Okay, thank you so much for the moderator. And also, I would like to thank you, everyone, especially UTM lead, Datuk Nazri, and also PM Dr. Sharifah for inviting me. Actually, it's not Dr. Sharifah inviting me. Actually, I invite myself. I told her, I told her the moment I got promoted, I told her I would like to share my experience with as many colleagues, junior or senior, whoever wanted to hear, I would like to share my experience with them. So is it possible for me to have a session? And she said yes. So yeah, I invited myself actually. Okay, thank you so much for those listening. Saya akan bercakap dua bahasa lah, saya minta maaf. Saya akan bercakap in English and also Malay. So I would like to share my experience. Not really there's no secrets on getting promotion. So I'm not going to talk about, because I can see just now there are not only academician joining the session, but we have also some students and other people from industry. So I'm going to share my experience based on a very general on how to get yourself promoted. Okay, so basically there is no secrets to success. It is the result of preparation, hard work, and learning from failure. So it doesn't mean that those who actually success, they actually having a little secret that they want to share. So I'm not here today to share with you my secret, because there's no secret. So unfortunately, for those who are waiting for the secret to be untold. Okay. Right. So, it is an experience that a learning and a preparation that I can share with you how is it being done. So I hope it can benefit some of you in any way, not only to succeed or to get promoted in your career in terms of career development, but also to get yourself promoted in your life. Actually, to get yourself the achievement that you have been wishing for. So these sharing will be very general, not necessarily specifically of getting to become a professor and all. Okay, right. So I just like to share with you my journey. This is a very long journey that I have. So this is my journey as an academician from the moment I completed my degree back in 1998. I was 22 years old in 1998. I completed my degree in mechanical engineering, and then I joined UTM as a tutor in 1999. So today I am actually celebrating my 21 years in UTM actually. So as a tutor at 23 years old, of course, there's a lot of things that we have to learn. I remember the first salary I received from UTM is only, but at that time it's quite good, it's quite big actually. It's 1,400 ringgit. So that is the amount that they pay me for all the hard work that I've done during my degree. But Alhamdulillah, it is the first step in my academic life. So after joining UTM for 1 year, I quickly applied for my master, but very fortunate because I applied with the outside. so sponsor is Yayasan Sultan Iskandar. And during my interview, even though I asked for a master scholarship, they actually award me with PhD scholarship. I think I impressed them in some ways. But Alhamdulillah, that is the beginning of my journey as a PhD student. And I did my PhD in University of Sheffield, and I graduated from my PhD at 2004 at age of 27 years old. So then I come back to UTM and I start my journey. So you can see that the slide that I'm sharing is like mountains, isn't it? So it is actually what happened in life. When you create success, you have to step down. Can you see this mountain here? So the moment you come out, you reach the peak, you need to step down, you need to descend and then create and then climb a new peak. Okay, so this is what I've been doing. So yes, I graduated and then as PhD, and then I start to descend from my success as a PhD holder, and then start fresh as a lecturer, and then become a senior lecturer. For those who just become join UTM, you might never know that to become a senior lecturer last time is not as easy as completing your PhD. Nowadays, you as soon as you complete your PhD, you get to join as a senior lecturer, isn't it? But no, not during my time. So during my time, we have to show to the university that you are actually up to a level of becoming a senior lecturer. So you actually have to apply for the position to become a senior lecturer. So yes, I did, and it took me 4 years. I'll tell you later on why is it taking me so long to become a senior lecturer in UTM last time. And then afterwards, I worked very hard and I become a associate professor in 2010 at age of 34 years old. This is actually quite fast. Becoming an associate professor at that age is quite is considered quite fast actually promotion. But I worked very hard actually to become one. This is in 2010. And then a lot of things happened. So yes, you can see mountains that I have from associate professor to become a professor. It target is to become a full professor at the age of 40 years old, which is in 2016. So I will tell you later on what is the mistake, why I have these mistakes later on. Okay, so my initial target is to become a full professor in 2016. And it took me 4 years later when I actually get promoted to become a professor. So yeah, there are a lot of things happen. I reach my rock bottom. You can see in 2014, something really changed my life. Something really, if you know me personally, you know what I'm talking about. Something really bad happened. Yeah, and then I took a very long time to recover from that. Actually, I should not. So this is a mistake that I would like to share with you later on. Okay, recovering is actually taking a very long time, and also I create something. I to come out from that rock bottom, I have to do a lot of things for myself. So I've been working, and I've been devoting my life for a very long time, and I feel that there is something missing. So I need to do some self recovering. So this is what I did in 2015 to recover from my uh, not so good, not apa ni, event yang sangat hebat lah, very tremendous thing that happened. I actually do a lot of self recovering in 2015, and I actually do a lot of things that I've been waiting to do for all my life. First of all, I would like to run a full marathon. So I started to run, I started to lose weight. I lose actually in total 27 kilograms. If you still remember that time, I was so slim. So but I'm back to the original size and now, so forget about that. But anyway, I did that. So for I actually ran 5 times full marathon. This is a very good success actually. This is for myself recovering. I also submit 3 times the Mount Kinabalu. So whoever love Mount climbing, you know the satisfaction of climbing Mount Kinabalu. Yeah, I did it 3 times. So this is during my self recovering, and I'm trying to actually find my happiness after I reach my rock bottom in 2014. So it takes me a longer time, but there's no regret, from doing this, because there are a lot of achievement that I achieved along the way. So at the end of the day, this year in July 2020, I managed to get the promotion that I was planning and preparing myself to is in 2020 at the age of 44 years old. And then my the next question is, what's next? Okay, so today I'm not going to share you the whole story of my life, of course, but I'm going to share with you some common general mistakes, and also some general attitude or activities that successful people are doing. Okay, so let me employee that get promoted. This is what I want to share with you. There are a lot of habits that employees that get promoted, but this is the one that actually directly related to myself and also to a few friends that I've known closely. So I'm going to share with you these habits. All right. First and foremost is the be goal oriented. So I'm not sure if you have set your target in life. You need to set the goal that you want to achieve. Okay, once you have set the goal that you want to achieve, you need to communicate it. Okay, your career development, your goal, to whom shall you communicate your goal? So I don't know what about you, but for me, the first and foremost that you need to communicate is to your biggest boss of all, which is Allah Subhanahu Wa Taala. So communicate your goal to Allah Subhanahu Wa Taala, because only Allah can make it happen. Because Allah can make the most difficult thing achievable. So communicate your goal to Him all the time. Okay. So next, you need to communicate your goal to yourself, because some of us, we miss to tell ourselves what do we want in life, what is our target. So sometimes we don't even come up with the goal of our life. So come up with the goal, set your goal, and then talk to yourself what do you want and how. Then you don't have to tell yourself how it's going to be done, but the moment you start talking to yourself your goal, the how will come. Okay, the how it can be done, how it can be achieved will come later on. Next is speak your goal, communicate your goals to your spouse, especially for ladies, because for men I don't think this is a problem. For a lady, for ladies, this can be a very challenging if your spouse doesn't understand what is the career development that you have set for yourself. So your spouse, they can either be your spouse, your husband for example, can either be the wing beneath the wind beneath your wings, or they can be the clippers to your wing. So communicate to your spouse properly what you want to be and how you're going to achieve it, and inshallah, if you can make him understand, he will actually be part of the journey. So this is very, very important. One more that you need to do is actually to tell your mom. Okay, if you have your parents, I don't have my father anymore, so I'll always speak of my goal, what I want in life. I always tell it to my mom. So I will ask her blessing, and I will always ask her to pray for me, because doa ibu ni dia merentasi langit. Okay, langit tujuh. Okay, so speak to your mom. In my case, not, it's not that I tell my mom that I want to be a professor. She tell me that you have to be a professor. Okay, so she's not only be the one who actually make dua for me, but she actually be the person who actually push me towards achieving my goal. So she said that this is what she's told me last time. Before she died, she wanted to see me as a professor. So I have to make it as my the biggest motivation. Okay, so next is actually talk to your children, because children, if they understand what you're doing, if they are part of your journey, is going to be very easy for you to do it. Because sometimes we can see that our children doesn't understand what we are doing, so they are actually not contributing to it, so making it harder for you. Yeah, especially for ladies, for moms, it's very difficult to leave your children behind when you have to go become a keynote speakers in different countries and also. But if you communicate to them properly, they understand your motivation, your aspiration, what you want to do, what you want to become. They will help you and they become understanding in that situation. So yeah, speak to your children. And of course, you have to apa ni, you have to also spend time with them lah. Once you go for keynote speaker, the next week you have to bring them to the sea, to the beach, and for holiday and all. So you have to be balanced on this. Okay. And then talk to your superior. This is very, very important because some of us just keep quiet and never tell a soul that you want to get promoted. Because when you don't tell people, there's no way anybody gonna help you, isn't it? Nobody knows what you want to do, isn't it? Are you ready to become promoted or not? So if you feel that you are already about there, you are about to become a little bit more, a little bit ada sikit lagi nak cukup, ada sikit lagi nak hijau, talk to your superior so that because maybe there are something that your superior can help you on it. Okay, a good boss is the one that will give you the opportunity. A good boss is the one who will help you to grow. Okay, so also if you're lucky, you have a good boss, they will support you. In my case, my boss during these few months, the past 2 years, is actually very, very helpful. So he allowed me to present him in a big in a meeting with higher top management of UTM, allow me to present papers to the LPU, for example. So this is actually giving me a room to actually show my potential to my superior. So my boss is actually doing that for me. So I hope, I pray to Allah that every boss is actually doing that to their staff as well, because will help you a lot. Okay, so if your boss is the one who actually holding you down, not allowing you to grow, you need to change your boss. You need to go somewhere else and change your boss. Okay, right. Next is be goal oriented, is actually for you to set not only a long term goal but also a short term goal. So the short term goal need to support your long term goal. For example, when you want to get promoted, you have to know what is the requirement for you to do it. Okay, what is the requirement for you to achieve this promotion? So once you know what are the requirement, you need to set short term goal to achieve one of them, one by one of them. Okay, so that the overall will actually allow you to become to reach your long term goal. So this is how you're going to do it. And then make decision. Sometimes the one that is the hardest to be to tell about your goal is yourself, because you don't decide it properly. Make decision, because if you decide you want to achieve it, you will use all the means, all the strengths that you have to achieve it. So this is the most important thing for you to do. Okay, once you have set your decision, make your decision, then you have to take massive action on achieving this. Okay, so this is what you need to do in the first thing. Number two is to unleash your the champion inside you. I believe that everyone is actually born to be a champion. It's just that whether you want to unleash it to show the world that what you have or not. Okay, or you want it to be remain inside you. So you must actually unleash the champion inside you. You must polish this. Make success a habit. So when success is a habit, you keep creating success. So this is what you have to do. Keep creating new success on daily basis, one after another. So this is what you can do. You need to beat your yesterday, so improve yourself. For example, when you are an associate professor, to become an associate professor, you have graduated one PhD student. So to become a professor, of course, you have to do more. You have to do 10 times graduated, supervise and make sure 10 graduate PhD students, for example. So this is a new, you are making success as a habit. So it's not just something that push you to get your to achieve your goal, but also it's apa ni, self rewarding. So it's a success that you have to make one by one, day by day, to beat your yesterday. Okay, and also my suggestion is to release all yourself from anything that holding you back. Okay, so sometimes when you want to run, macam nak lari kan, ada benda berat dekat kaki holding us back. So please understand what is it. Okay, please understand your situation, what is it that holding you back, and you have to actually release it from you. Okay, so that you will actually achieve success. Okay. Right. This is some of us what we normally do not do actually. This is something that we don't we don't be a collaborative. We don't be a team player. Normally people feel that promotion is for yourself individually. It's not. When you want to get promoted, you must be a team player. You cannot do it all by yourself. Or you cannot um, achieve success by having personal success alone. Okay, so it is either I or we. Either you become yourself alone or a group of people. So be a team player. All right. So stop working in silos. Some people are happy coming to work and they work in their lab and then doing it all by themselves, alone, and working in their office all by themselves. Okay. So this is not how it is going to work. Okay. If you want to be having a success habit, you have to work in a team. Okay, you have to help people to succeed. Success is all about growing people. If you grow people, you help people, you will push yourself also towards success. Okay, upgrade your team, evaluate them, and then build self-confidence in them. Okay, so when you grow your team, you will also naturally will be pushed towards success. Okay, surround yourself with champion. This is another thing. People choose your colleague. Okay, the people in your team, it must be the people who wanted to success as well. Okay, those who actually want to become a successful researchers, those who want to become a successful academician. So yes, do we need to choose our friends? Yes, you have to choose your friends, so that these are the people who are actually going to be collaborative with you and motivate you and understand your journey. Okay, so this is what you need to do. Okay, some people are worried and then they stuck themselves in a group that is not helping them at all. Okay, number four, if you need to keep learning. So kita kadang-kadang ni, this is the problem of academician. Sometimes we feel that we are already at a level where we know everything. We don't know everything. There's a lot of new things that you can learn day by day. There's a lot of new initiative that you can improve in your life. Okay, never stop learning. Okay, learn and grow and increase the value of yourself in the market. So make sure yourself is valuable. Create new value of yourself. Learn new knowledge. All right. Become a lifelong student. So we promote to ourselves, to our student to learn and learn, but we fail to learn. So kita pun kena belajar. We always have to learn. All right. And then for academician, is very good for us to learn the principle and strategies that we can sustain in our academic life. Okay, attend seminar and talks and attend workshops. This is what I do actually. I always, for example, when I applied for FRGS, so many times. In fact, I become the apa ni the even I've been invited as to evaluate other people's FRGS. But when there's a workshop related to FRGS punya opening, grant opening, I always attend because I don't know, there might be new things that I can learn from other people, isn't it? Yeah, now is also a very good time because now you can just learn in front of your computer. You don't have to go jauh-jauh pergi bernafak ke N24 sana kan nak attend seminar and talk. You just stay in your room, in your office, you can learn to a lot of new things. So do this, okay? Learn, keep learning, attend seminar and all. And at the same time, why don't you volunteer to share your knowledge? Okay, because sometimes when you share your knowledge, you have to learn more. You have to, macam contoh saya nak bercakap hari ni kan, when I want to talk about apa ni, it's not so good to talk about my achievements, so it's good to talk about it in generally. So I have to do a lot of research actually. I learn a lot of things from good people. So it actually create a motivation to in myself as well. So take initiative to share knowledge and to volunteer to share your knowledge. So this is also a very good way of learning. Okay. This is another thing that people fail to do. You fail to document your success. Okay, some people they don't keep their success story. Dia tak betul-betul document the activity that they do. Okay, because there's some instant, there's sometimes when I submitted my application last time, I got rejected. So it's not that I submitted and then after 1 month they call me for interview. No, it's not the story that I want to tell you today. No, it's very hard. the journey is very, very painful. Okay, I submitted my professorship in 2015. No, sorry, to submitted in the faculty in 2015, and then 2016 it is submitted to the university level. And do you think that they call me for interview right away? No. Okay, they reject me. How many times? 3 times. So it is not very easy. Okay, it's not an easy journey. I'm not going to tell you all the nice story, fairy tales. No, it's a very, very difficult and a very tough situation. So uh, the first time they rejected, there's a lot of information that they requested. I did not have it in my CV. So why is it so? Because I don't do my documentation very well. So I have to update it, and then I have to keep track on what we do. Okay, so whatever you do, whatever small achievement that you felt small, when you document it, it might be something that people are looking for it. Okay, so keep your document, success your document, and then by doing this you also can advocate yourself, you can challenge yourself. For example, if you, when you want to check your citation, for example, you keep track on, I do not know if you do keep track on your citation, on your publication. This is very important as an academician. So if you keep track on your success, you can challenge yourself. So if you feel that you're already very good and you look at yourself, alamak macam ni je ke kan, macam ni level professor ke, tak kan. So you challenge yourself to do more. Okay, so this is a very good thing to do. When you document yourself, you know your level of achievement, is it really up to the level that you want. And then of course, you, when you compare yourself, you don't compare with the people that is achieving lower than you, but of course you benchmark with the people who can achieve higher than you. So then you will keep on motivating and keep on developing yourself. Okay, and also in academic life, in career development, it is as if you're going upstream. The moment you stop learning, or you stop creating success, you will actually fall back. So do this. Okay, create new success every now and then so that you won't fall back. All right. Next one is number 6. Okay, don't be afraid to take charge. So some people might be very afraid of taking charge. All right, so tiba-tiba je attending workshop, duduk belakang sekali, betul tak? Okay, I'm not that kind of person. Kalau if you notice me, if I'm attending workshop, I'll always be in the front row. Okay, it's one thing, because I cannot see very well. I lose my eyesight or a little bit, and I actually doesn't like to wear glasses, so I cannot see very well. So I have to be in the front. But actually being in the front so that I pay attention. Some people dia duduk kat belakang sebab apa? Sebab sebab apa? Sebab senang nak keluar kejap lagi kan? Okay, don't do that. Alright, so you, kalau you rasa macam tu, you tak payah attend workshop. That's how it is. So if you feel that saya nak datang workshop ni sebab nak attendance, that's not, you're not gonna learn anything. Alright, so duduk depan. Okay, one thing about duduk depan ni ialah people afraid that they will be asked, isn't it? Alamak, kena tanya kejap lagi, tiba-tiba kena present ke apa ke kan. So don't be afraid. I always be afraid. I always challenge myself. Recently I was sitting in a group of apa ni, all the PTJs. They are talking about they're talking about Envision 2020, 2025, and then I was sitting in a group of the TNCA group. Okay, so there are a few of these are all my bosses, and suddenly my boss asked me to present the outcome. Alamak, I'm actually very, very afraid, even as a professor already. No, I'm very, very afraid, but I challenge myself and I go in front, and then I actually speak up whatever the present the outcome of our discussion. Take charge. Okay, when you take charge, you actually showing to your people your leadership potential. Some people, they are worried of doing this. Don't worry of doing it. Challenge yourself and take charge. Okay. Okay, so sometimes why are we worrying about taking charge? Because we don't know how to do it, isn't it? Okay, what I do is I actually model some role models. So I take one or two person that I actually admire in terms of their achievement. I make them as my role model. All the professors, all the leaders in our leaders in UTM, and also in outside in not only in academic life but also in a different in business and all. So I will model them, and then when I talk, when I present, I will actually feel that I am them. So macam kadang-kadang present kat depan tu, cara cakap tu, the feeling is as if I'm already the TNCA. Macam tu lah, have that feeling. Okay, so that you actually encourage yourself to take charge and to erase your apa ni, worriness, untuk reduce your apa ni, your ketakutan tu lah, untuk reduce your worriness and all. Okay, do that. Okay, don't be afraid. Alright. Okay. Okay, another thing that I would like to say is that when you want to become a leader, the first thing is you have to act as a leader. So some of us, we want to become top people, isn't it? But we are worried, you are worried that alamak susahnya kan, nanti jadi macam tu, kena buat macam ni. No, if you have that kind of feeling, you will never go at higher level. You can never go to the next step. You must remember that all the success requires sacrifice and require you to actually change yourself. So this is what you have to do. So show the potential of leadership in you, and then take charge, and then memang kena perlu extra work. It require you to do more, a lot more. Yes, there's no secret way, easy access to it. Memang you kena buat lebih, okay, but by doing that you can show your leadership potential, and then you can actually go to the next level. All right, this is also what we normally do not do. Okay, network with the right people. Sometimes we feel that we always network with the, bukan tak boleh network with the siapa-siapa saja, boleh, sangat boleh. I actually talk to all level of life. Okay, I will actually be part of all level of life. Okay, this is what you have to do. Okay, but also find out the people who can actually help you towards achieving your goal. For example, you want to become an entrepreneur, so you must sit down and talk to entrepreneurs, isn't it? Okay, walaupun as simple as entrepreneur tu yang buat business kecil-kecilan pun tak apa, but network with the right people. If you want to go to to talk to ministry, actually, for example, isn't it? So you need to talk to the right people, network with the right people, so that your level will be a higher, you can reach a higher level. Okay, and then once you have network, sebenarnya network ni tak susah. Network ni kawan-kawan kita je. All our friends, all our lost contact yang kita tak contact dah lama dekat dalam masa zaman sekolah dulu, kawan-kawan kita tu semua, they are already somebody. Okay, because for example, recently I want to talk to one of the minister dekat Jabatan Perdana Menteri. It so happen that my friend yang naik gunung sama-sama dengan saya tu adalah penasihat sulit dia. So it's easy, isn't it? Kalau saya tak keep in touch, sebab tu kawan naik gunung je kan. Macam kalau kita yang biasa naik gunung ni, we know that kawan-kawan naik gunung ni, we don't care about dia punya status tau. Tak peduli pun ni profesor ke, associate professor ke, senior lecturer ke, kerani ke, tak kisah. Kita pergi naik, we are actually at the same level. Alright, so tak tahu pula dia orang ni apa, bos besar ke apa, kita tak tahu kadang-kadang. Okay, tapi bila we keep in touch and we found out, he is actually still Sulit of Menteri, you see. So this is a very good network, isn't it? Okay, so yeah, this is the kind of people that you want to be stay in contact. Okay, so stay connected to these people. All right. And also when you network with the right people, not only you have to just create activity lah, plan some activities with them. Okay, come up with a new event, set up a new plan and activities, so to stay connected with the right people. Okay, next is be an engaged employee. So ini kadang-kadang memang it's very difficult. Okay, some people, they just love to do their work all by themselves. Okay, they don't want to get involved. When you ask them to represent the school, tolong buat ni, tolong buat tu, nobody want to take charge, nobody want to volunteer. Why? Because they worry that whatever they do, whatever they volunteer will not be calculated, will not be in their ELPPT. This is not the way. ELPPT tu adalah kita punya appraisal tu adalah kita punya basic. So that is the basic. You, in order for you to get promoted, you must do more. You must do more from your ELPPT. Okay, kalau you rasa you can reach your ELPPT and that's it, you get promoted, it's a wrong theory. That's not going to happen. I'm telling you today, that's not going to happen. You must actually do more than whatever asked. Okay, you must get involved with your school, get involved with your society, get involved with your university. Okay, sometimes we always ask what can UTM do for me, but sometimes you should ask what can you do to your society, what can you do to your university. All right, so be an engaged employee. Don't work in silo, don't work in your lab all by yourself and then hoping that miracle will happen. Nothing will happen. Get involved. Okay, get engaged, let people see you, let people know what is it that you are doing, and maybe they can be part of you, collaborate with you and all that. Okay, so this is 8 habit of a very successful people that they get promotion by doing this. So if you're not there yet, it's okay, because saya pun bukan semua, not all of the habit ni dah become my habit. No, I push myself. I actually push myself to actually become this. If you know me, I don't really like to get involved sometimes. Okay, even lunchtime I will actually dine alone, I will take my lunch alone, but sometimes you must go out of your comfort zone. You kena buat sesuatu, you have to get engaged, right, and then be part of the whole system. Right, kadang-kadang kena pergi meeting ke apa, represent your boss, you have to do this and that, do it, no problem. Don't count on, oh, is that will be calculated on my ELPPT? No, okay, I'm not going to do it. Is it a part of my promotion requirement? No, okay, I'm not going to do it. This is wrong thing. Okay, because at the end of the day, you are not just living to get promotion, you are living to fulfill your life requirement of the whole thing, the environment requirement, the society requirement, the community of punya requirement. There's a lot of things that you need to fulfill, so bukan sahaja untuk get promotion. Okay, so sometimes people are devoting themselves too much on getting promotion. This is very, very wrong. Okay, when you devote yourself not only to get promotion but also to fulfill the life requirement, to fulfill your interest, to fulfill your apa ni, macam saya lah, in my case, for sometimes I felt that if I getting promoted because of apa, sebab apa. Is it because of money? No, because if it's because of money, if you remember at age of 27 years old, I'm already driving a new Mercedes Benz because I did some business last time. Okay, so it's not because of money. Why I stopped doing that business last time? Because it's not a fulfilling activities for me. Okay, so I give up all that kind of life because why? It's not something that I want. It's not something that really answer my needs. Okay, I want to contribute to the community, I want to contribute to people. So doing that will get me money. I earn 5 figures already, but it doesn't fulfill my interest, so I stop, I quit. Okay, you remember that, if you part of my small circle of friends, you remember that time. So I stopped, I quit that. Okay, so and then I actually built up myself again to do something that is really fulfilling. Okay, so this is 8 habit that I would like to share with you. At the same time, I want to share with you, these are the 5 common mistakes that can kill our promotions. Okay, so what is it that can kill our promotion? Let me just share with you what happened to me. The reason why I'm telling you this is because I don't want you to go through the the hardship that I've gone through my during my time. Okay, the first one is being unhappy. Okay, ramai tak kat sini yang unhappy? Okay, success, as mentioned by this Albert Schweitzer ni, success is not the key to happiness, but happiness is actually the key to success. Nampak tak? Okay, if you love what you're doing, you will be success. Okay, so you need to be happy. You need to love what you do. Okay, how many of you doesn't love what you do? You need to change. If you don't love what you do something about it. You must be happy. Kalau kita tak happy ni macam mana? It's becoming very dreadful, isn't it? You want to go to work and then you feel so, alamak, beratnya kan. Nak bangun tidur pun, nak pergi kerja tu pun macam, alah, tak bestnya, tak happynya. Stop it. Okay, do something about it. Make yourself happy. Macam tu. Happiness is the key to success. Percayalah cakap saya. when I show you my apa journey of being promoted, you can see that I reached my rock bottom at 2014, isn't it? Because of unhappy life. Okay, something very bad happened to. Okay, I get divorced. I get rejected and all, and there's a lot of things happen to me. So this is the very unhappy moment of my life. So what do we do about it? Takkan nak marah kan orang yang buat kita unhappy kan? Biarlah dia kan. So always be positive. Okay, always be positive, and then think of what is the positive thing out of that event. Okay, so maybe you lose your loved one, maybe you get divorced. Okay, so just remember that this is actually an maybe an opportunity for you to meet the right person. Maybe that is not the right person. It's an opportunity for you to create new success. Maybe it's an opportunity for you to meet the love of your life, contohnya lah. Okay, so uh, if you are unhappy, get out of that situation as soon as possible. So identify what is making you unhappy and then get out of that situation as soon as possible. Contoh, if you are not happy with your boss, you can actually always do something about it. The not doing anything is also an option. So do something about it, and then please do some memang do something about it lah. Kalau you tak happy dengan your organization, you're not happy, do something about it, and then find somewhere to make you happy, so that you can actually work in a very proper, in a very calm and a very good environment. Okay, happiness is a disease, you must treat it. Okay, if you are a leader in your organization, find out why your apa ni staff is not happy, and then help them. Okay, help them, and then find out if you can help them by maybe changing dia ke tempat lain ke, if that gonna help them. Okay, because unhappy staff is not going to be a very good staff. Okay, the potential of happy, fulfilled employee will affect positive changes of yourself towards achieving your goal. All right, I can see somebody raise their hand. Do you want to ask questions?
Hi, Intan.
Hi.
This is your old schoolmate, Suresh.
Hi. How are you?
I'm good, I'm good. So I wanted to ask you, in your experience, how do you feel about people who jump from company to company to get promoted?
Actually, there are pros and cons, so it depends. Okay, in my case, I stayed in UTM tak taat setia with UTM. Okay, but there are people in academic life also, they jump from one university to one university, from one company to another company. So it depends. If that make them, so go back to happiness, if that make them happy and that fulfill their life satisfaction, by all means do it. Okay, because I know one of our VC from UTEM. Okay, he shared with me last time, Prof. Sharin. He actually moved from one institution to another, and this really give him a lot of new knowledge, learn a lot of skills, and then this is very good for him. It might not be good to others. Okay, so yeah, it depends on your situation. If you are happy with that, by all means do it. All right, yeah, even in as an academic, you can do that. Okay, because there's no obligation for you to stay in UTM. If you're not happy in UTM, you can go to other university that make you happy. In my case, I don't do it. But I don't do it not because that I am always happy, but I try to find other way that can actually solve my problem. So sometimes the organization is not really your problem. The organization, the moment you move to other organization, you will face the same problem sometimes. Okay, so find out what is the roots of the problem. Is it the organization or not? If it's not, then you don't have to do anything. You can stay and then build yourself. Uh, Sometimes kadang-kadang kita dah buat ground root kan. We have already make a very strong apa ni, strong ground kan. We have already macam mana nak cakap kita dah macam establish sangat. Lepas tu the moment we want to actually harvest our success, we leave. So di kena betul-betul lah tengok the situation. Okay, Suresh, can I go to the next one?
Okay. I just love seeing you talk.
Thank you so much. It's been a while, right, Suresh?
Yes, a long, long time, long, long time.
Okay, this one is another mistakes that people normally do. Okay, this is go back to your question again, Suresh, just now. There is nothing permanent except change. So yeah, if you need to change the organization, by all means do it. Okay, that ni salah spelling ni, there is actually, there's nothing permanent except change. You see, this is the bridge in mana, Honduras ke, if I'm not mistaken, bridge in Colutica River, 1998 they were built. Okay, the bridge is built so strong, it was the pride of the community or the country at that time. But what happened at the end of the day, after, it's very strong bridge. They are sure that this bridge will never have any problem, vibration ke apa ke, nothing. Okay, nothing can actually destroy this bridge, and they are true. Okay, why? Because when the hurricane meet Honduras, if I'm not mistaken, last time in 1990, just a few months after the bridge being completely used, what happened is the whole river shifted. Okay, so you can see the river shifted from under the bridge to the side of the bridge, and it's not connecting from one side to another anymore. So this is what happened in life normally. Some people, we refuse to change even though the environment, everything around us have changes. So kita nak kekal dengan our old method, our old principle, even though the principle is very strong. So we have the fundamental principle is very strong, but thing change. Okay, so when you have something require you to change, do it. Okay, don't hesitate. So this is my suggestion, Suresh. If you feel that to change from one society to another, from one organization to another, is going to make you develop more, by all means do it. Okay, don't stay, and because of that you are not developing yourself and all. Okay, so this is what happened with a very strong foundation. For me, if you change, it doesn't mean that you are actually not apa ni, tidak percaya pada diri dan sebagainya. It's because of the environment, because the situation, the surrounding you. Sometimes you cannot change the environment. Okay, so you have to change towards the environment. Okay, you have to change. Okay, this is another thing that actually kill promotion. You are remain unknown. You are not known by people. Okay, sometimes even for the people who going to interview you for promotion, for example, they do not know you. So how can you become invisible and success? You cannot be. All right, you cannot become invisible and achieve your target, your goal. Okay, so you must be visible to people. Why people become invisible? Sometimes because they are worried to be given task. Okay, so some of my friends are like that. Okay, tak nak dapat tugas tambahan. Okay, so just stay in the work in silo, buat seorang-seorang kerja dalam bilik. This is not, you're not helping yourself. Being invisible will not help you to meet, to go to. So make sure that you are visible, but at the same time, of course, you have to adhere the ethics. Okay, you must show your wisdom as an academician. You must show your wisdom. All right, you must live with integrity. Some people, they remain in silent, they menyorok macam tu because there's something to hide. So you don't want to hide anything, right? So you want if you are living with integrity, there's nothing for you to hide. There's no reason to remain unknown. There's no reason of being invisible. You must show yourself, and you must at least to your leaders. Kalau you pemalu sangat, you are very introvert kan, you malu sangat, tapi to your leaders pun janganlah segan. Later on, these people is going to interview you for your promotion. So even if they do not know you, how they gonna help you? All right. So don't remain unknown. Don't become invisible. Right. The next one, ni yang common. Okay, common to our people, to our society, is trapped in our comfort zone. You earn this amount of money already, you have house, you have your home, you have your dream car, you are already comfortable, you have your children. Okay, that's all, you are very comfortable, you don't have any financial problems, kan? So you remain trapped in your comfort zone. How do you know you are trapped in your comfort zone? You don't have any more motivation to do more. You don't have any motivation to change your to change your goal pun. Tak ada, macam tak ada apa-apa new goal. You don't set new goal in your life. Sometimes when you already reach your S-curve tu kan, yang dah mendata tu, you need to create the new S-curve. Otherwise, you will trap in your comfort zone. So this is what happened. Okay, yes, Suraj.
Okay. I've got. So I'm going to be disturbing you throughout your session.
No problem.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you because I run my own company, right? I don't know you know that or not.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, good. So I'm going to ask these questions also for the benefit of everyone.
Of course.
So a lot of times when I'm training, I get a lot of feedback from my clients. Their biggest challenge for some companies is they find this culture of bode, ampu, angkat, kipas, sate, you know that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so being visible, the point you had earlier. So I wanted you to maybe share your point of view in terms of being visible, some behaviors of being visible, because I agree with you. And a lot of times I find young people or people who've been working for some time find that some of their colleagues are too visible sometimes, until jadi eyesore, you know. So benda-benda yang being visible ni, different people have a very subjective point of view, relative lah.
Correct.
So contohnya kalau you've done your job, you go to your boss, dah habis dah kerja ni, anything else not boss? So that in a sense is also being visible. Tapi for some people, tu mampu tu, boleh. So what's your point of view in terms, or maybe you can give some examples on being visible, some behaviors lah agaknya, your experience ke, your point of view, apa dia?
Okay, from my experience, it's always coming from your heart. Okay, Suraj. So when you do something, it coming from your heart. So when you are, even though being visible, it is actually showing your passion towards doing it. Okay, it shows your passion. Like you are very apa ni, motivated of doing it, not to show to your boss, but actually to make people, encourage people to do the same, maybe to encourage people to actually work together with you into achieving these kind of things. So being visible is not in terms of academic life, for example, in my university, if you are unknown, if you invisible, so you're not to the level or where you profess in your area, so you're not to the level that you share knowledge. When you want to share knowledge, you cannot remain invisible. So invisible ni tak adalah maknanya keluar kat Facebook every day, every now and then ambil gambar dengan orang-orang hebat, no. But publication, for example, writing papers, writing publication, it is being visible to the world. Okay, because an academic life, dia lain sikit. In academic life, papers is actually your visibility. Okay, so if somebody is actually getting grants, thousands of ringgit, and then doing their research, and then decided not to write, this is being remain unknown. Tau. So what happened to this actual research? Which is not completed until you write your paper. So writing the papers tu memang orang tak nampak, orang nampak tulisan you, but you are being visible to the academic world lah, so called. Okay, so it's not really the budaya of membodek whatever. So it's not. Because kalau membodek ni kita tahu tau, kita kena, because we are the boss, kita dah biasa kan dengan staff kan. Kalau dia memang betul-betul apa ni, memang dia punya apa ni, coming from their heart, you know, when it come from their heart, we can tell that this person is actually very potential, very actually apa ni, being visible tu bukanlah untuk membodi. Macam itulah cerita dia. Okay, Suresh.
Okay, I just need, I think, everyone to also understand. Things come from your heart. Masalah dia, some of them who do this from their heart, some may be afraid what my other people around me might think, for which is not important lah. Oh yeah, you shouldn't bother lah.
I'm not sure with people, but for me, I already stopped thinking what people think. I already stopped that. I don't think anymore what people think. So yeah, as long as I take care of my integrity, my ethics, I don't talk about things that is not supposed to be told. I don't do things that is not supposed to be done. I think as long as I do that, I'm not worried about what people think about me. Okay, and also when people talk about me, I actually encourage them to come and tell me. what is it, so that I can improve myself. So even when people talk to you, you can actually use it to improve yourself. So not necessarily that it is actually something that you simpan hati sakit hati ke apa. No, you have to use that as a mean of improving yourself. So that's how you do it. Okay, so for me, orang cakap ni memang dah banyak dah, so we just biar sajalah, let them talk. I stop thinking about it anymore. So I think it's good for everybody to do that in order for you to move on in your life. Okay, but of course, try to add higher work ethics, of course, in whatever you do, and also integrity. With integrity, you have nothing to hide. So, tapi tak adalah sampai macam over sangat kan. Tak adalah sampai macam nak membodek macam what you mentioned just now. Okay.
Cool.
Okay, next one is I want to talk about is this getting trapped at the top of the mountain. So those who actually climb mountain, they know once you meet the hardest climb, you going through the hardest climb, you have the most fascinating views. Okay, the most beautiful views that you can actually see when you climb mountain. Okay, in life is the same thing. When you reach your success, it's beautiful view. Okay, tapi what happen when you go climbing mountain? One, you don't go alone. When you go alone, you in trouble. That's it, done. So in success, you want to create success, you go with your group, you groom other people also towards success. So when you go together, the success is more beautiful. Okay, number two, mountain ni, top of mountain ni, dia punya oxygen level tu tak banyak. So you cannot stay there for too long. All right, when I climbed Mount Tahan last time, it took me very long time to reach on top. Okay, but what happened? We stay only 30 minutes, then we go down. All right, okay, this is what people fail to do. They fail to descend from the mountain. Why? Because they feel that they have reached that highest level of their life and it is beautiful view, I'm going to stay. And that is killing them slowly without their realizing it. So my mistakes, there's sometimes that I actually come out with these mistakes. So what my suggestion is, as soon as you reach your level, okay, your top level, the success that you had, the goal that you have set, enjoy the view and quickly come down and then go to other mountain. Because when you reach the top mountain, you nampak tau, you can see there are more mountains. Banyaknya ada gunung tu gunung ni. When you go to Gunung Yongbla, for example, okay, Yongbla is one of the highest mountain in Malaysia. So what you see, you nampak tu kat sana ada Yongyap, dekat sana ada apa ni, apa tu, ada Camah Ulu Sepat, dekat sana ada macam-macam gunung lagi ada. Okay, so if you don't go down, how can you climb other mountain? You cannot. Okay, so what you do is whenever you have reached your success story, you have to reach your goal of your life, you create your success story, that's it, done. Come down. Okay, descend quickly so that you don't trap on the top of the mountain. All right, and then create new success. If you fail to do that, you will never create new success. Okay, next one is this is also very, very common mistake. People will always say, I will try. I will try to get promoted this year. I will try to do that. I will try to do this. This is another common mistakes that people do. For me, it's either you do or you do not. That's it, done. Okay, either you go and do it. Okay, you can fail. It doesn't matter. If you trying, then you will never macam cuba saja. I will try lah, cuba saja. No, it's either you do or you do not. If you do, you fail, it's okay. You do again. You do until you succeed. Okay, but if you do and then you say you just want to try, if you fail, you never want to do it again. You tak nak buat dah. You stop. Okay, so this is what people normally fail to do. They only try to get promoted, but they never study properly what is it required for them to get promoted and do it accordingly, set target and then go and reach and achieve it accordingly. So people never fail to do it. When you try, you get and then something happens, some apa ni, some challenges come, okay, you pun terus give up. You feel that okay, no need lah to do it kan, lagi-lagi you are in your comfort zone. So when you are in a comfort zone pun sama. Okay, you just want to try to get promoted, tak dapat, you sedih and then you stuck and then you stop trying, you stop doing it. Okay, so you must make decision, you want it or not. Okay, then you must make decision whether you want to do it or you want to do not do it. That's it, done. Tak payah fikir-fikir, tak payah cuba-cuba. Just do it. Okay, macam Nike pula kan, just do it. Okay, so what your mind can conceive and believe, you can achieve. So this is what people have to tell themselves all the time. What your mind can conceive and believe, you can achieve. With that, I actually end my talk today, but of course you can ask me a lot of questions. Okay.
Assalamualaikum Permintaan.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullah.
Apa khabar?
Good, Alhamdulillah.
Azli Azli.
Azli, okay.
Satu kumpulan G4.
Okay, Cik Nazli. Nazli, siapa ni?
Muhammad Nur Azli Alihan.
Okay, okay.
Pertama, tanya atas kenaikan pangkat.
Thank you so much.
Okey, saya tertinggal sedikit tadi. Boleh kongsi balik tak you punya journey daripada pensyarah kanan.
Lu nak cuba kongsi tu sebenarnya.
Okey, saya tertinggal tadi, terlambat sikit. Minta maaf lah. Okey, mungkin boleh sharing sikit kot. Apa cabaran ni waktu you nak mohon profesor ni? Alright, okay, thank you.
Okay, welcome. Alright, lama kan, nampak kan, 10 tahun dari associate professor to move to professor. Actually, when I became associate professor at the age of 24 years old, my target is to become a professor, full professor at age of 40 years old at pada tahun 2016. Okay, so I submitted my my application sebenarnya pun terlambat because of this incident that I had happened in my life. Sebenarnya life ni you plan, but Allah also plan. Okay, so you plan to do this and that, but of course there's also a lot of things happen around you. So sometimes your plan is not being executed as what you have, what you want. Okay, so because of there's a lot of disturbances around you. Okay, in my journey, I'm not ashamed to tell you that I actually gone through one divorce. Okay, in 2014, and then I do a lot of self recovery afterwards because it's a very moment yang paling menyedihkan lah in life, of course kan, no, siapa yang happy kan. Okay, tapi then I start to recover by motivating myself. I do things that I like to do. I go and achieve things that I wish I have done it in my younger years. You know, I like to climb mountains. I go and climb hundreds of mountains. I run full marathon 5 times. I not only run full marathon, doctor, I even run ultra marathon. Okay, so
tak apa.
for
Bagus lah.
Okay, so but okay, what can you do is actually first of all and foremost, submit your application. Okay, macam dalam getting promotion in academic, you have to know what is it required for you, isn't it, to submit your proposal, isn't it?
Yeah, correct.
Okay, so have a look at it. What are the requirements that you have not achieved? Okay, and then create activities to achieve that requirement. For example, when I got rejected in 2018, the requirement is for me to apa dia kata? Apa dia kata to be lebih menyerlah di international level. Alamak, saya pun takut. Apa lebih menyerlah in international level, and I call the office of pendaftar masa tu, tanya apa maksudnya lebih menyerlah ni di peringkat antarabangsa kan. Okay, then he mention lah, come another letter was sent to me, ada clear sikit lah definition dia. Dia nak kita ada participation as a chairman of chair of organisation, ada jadi editorial board of an organisation, of a apa ni, journals, kita jadi keynote speaker, and then a lot of things lah yang international level. So knowing that apa yang dia maksudkan tu is very important. Then you go and do these activities. Okay, and doing these activities, you don't hope that it is easy lah. It's not going to be easy, isn't it, to become a keynote speaker? Alamak, macam mana how that is why the importance of network just now. So the first keynote speaker that I got, do you know how I got the first keynote speaker? It's through my network. I never fail to keep in touch with my professor, Prof. Oki, until today. Even though I have graduated in 2004, dah lama dah kan, 2004, today is already what, 16 years, right? But I never fail to communicate with him every now and then. So the first keynote speaker is actually he nominate me as keynote speaker of that conference. So Alhamdulillah, I got it. The second, third, and fourth keynote speaker, do you know what I do? every time I reach a notification, invitation to submit papers, especially the conferences that already I attended several times, I emailed back to the organizer asking that is it possible for me to be invited as invited speaker or keynote speaker. And then some of them reply no, of course, or they said that they already have. But there are one or two that reply back in positive. So they are saying that yes, you can come as invited speaker because of your CV, because of course they require your CV submission and all. They check your CV and then they send invitation as invited speaker. Then when you do get these kind of chances, don't mess up, okay? Prepare for it and then go and present yourself the best way possible. Okay, I remember when I presented my keynote speech in Indonesia one time. Right after that, I got invited 4 more times for keynote speakers. Okay, invitation. So when I submitted my professorship in January 2020, I submitted with 10 keynote speakers and invited speakers, even though the requirement is 3. So this is how you actually create new things and new momentum after you already apa ni dah recovering from your sadness and all. Okay,
Okey, terima kasih Prof.
terima kasih
Okay, semoga berjaya lagi.
terima kasih.
Terus maju jaya.
Thank you so much. Is there any other questions? Macam tak ada soalan je dah. Ada soalan lagi tak? Kalau tak ada, saya rasa saya pass balik kepada, let me read here. Ada soalan dekat chat. Dekat chat, sorry. Tak ada soalan Prof, ada nasihat untuk pensyarah baru? Afifah. Okey, Dr. Afifah. Itulah dia nasihat saya daripada pensyarah baru. As I mentioned just now, find out what is required for you to get your promotion, okay, and of course do your work, do your apa ni, revision macam mana nak dapat kenaikan pangkat tersebut, dan kemudian buat lebih daripada apa yang you diminta. Do more, contribute more. Jangan macam apa yang itu is just the basic. Okay, so what if it asks you a few PhD student, a few publication, a few apa ni chairman of this and that. That is the basic. Do more. Okay, if you do more, you will nobody going to deny you your promotion, inshallah. Okay, any other question? I think that will be all. Okay, thank you so much. I hand over to the coordinators again, the moderator.
Okay, thank you so much, Prof, for a very valuable and a very good session for all of us. Okay, I also would like to take the opportunity to congratulate Prof. Dr. Intan for your professorship and also for the appointment as the director of UTM Kyle. Okay, congratulations, Prof.
Thank you so much.
Okay. So later I will share this video to Prof and to other participants also. And on behalf of UTM Lead, I would like to thank Prof. Dr. Intan Zahra for sharing this session with all of us. And hopefully we will see you again, Prof, in future.
Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Okay, and thank you all for joining us this afternoon. Have a good day and take care. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And very good afternoon.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullah. Take care, everyone. Thank you.
Take care, Prof.
Bye.
Bye, Prof.
Bye, guys. See you. Bye, Intan.
Bye, Suresh. Thank
Bye.
you for coming here.
Bye.
Bye, Tamil.